Alright guys, and we're back for for maybe the 4th or 5th video today. Yes, I did record most of these parts in one day. So James, the whole effing show, is back with Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. I'm your host and guide today. So last time we actually went through that whole battle with little Mr. Seymour, who decided to kill the rest of Ronso. So with that being said, let's take a moment of silence for all the Ronso who did die, who honored their word. And now we took that moment of silence. I miss all the Ronso. It kind of sucked that Kimahri is the last one left. So now what we're going to do, after doing the trials that we did in Mount Gagazet, I did capture that Ochu enemy. It literally came up right after. It came up literally right after I had stopped the last video. The first encounter I had, it literally popped up. So that's great. So now that I have a Dark Blade, you have Dark Strike. I'm gonna keep that on there, so just in case. I don't really need to capture these enemies anymore, but hey, what can you do? Scout, and I don't really need anybody else. I don't really need those things anymore. Half MP cost is pretty cool. You'll see how that works. I forgot what item does that, but when you capture monsters, the guy in the monster arena will give you a lot of items. So capture as many monsters as possible. Every time you capture every enemy in one area, excuse me, that's an area conquest monster, he will give you items. Here's another cutscene. Another beautiful cutscene. I'm actually shocked it's not stopping the recording.
1,000 years. A city I had to see with my own eyes. The end of Yuna's journey.
Titus looks so epic with his eyes like that, with the color of his eyes and the way they glow.
The last chapter in my story. My thoughts, they kept floating up and then slipping through my fingers, slipping away before I could pin them down with words.
Yuna, I say no. If we go down there, then you'll...
Riku, you're a true friend, and I thank you, but I must go down to Samarkand.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go. But shouldn't we think about it some more? There's gotta be some kind of way we can save you, Yuna!
All my life, I knew this moment would come.
Yuni...
Thank you, Riku.
Now you get to watch that sphere that she made.
Thank you for everything.
That's why I forgot all about this part.
Don't say that, Yuni. It's not over yet.
And yes, if I haven't stated, they are cousins.
Tell Sid, thank you.
No, you can tell him yourself.
Please.
Yuni, don't say that because we're gonna see each other again, okay?
Kimahri, let's go.
So, if you try to walk by, you can watch that sphere, but I don't think you can actually go past it. Can you go fast? See? You can't even go here. You have to watch that sphere. I don't think there are any random encounters up here, so that's why you see that we're glowing X. This is why I ended the video so short. I forgot all about this scene. I knew it would take a little bit longer, so you click it and you watch it because she doesn't realize she even dropped it.
Sir Auron, Kimahri told me When my father wanted me taken from Bavel to Besaid, it was you who told Kamari, right? I had always wanted to meet you someday. I am truly glad that I had that chance. Having you as a guardian was so great an honor. I don't know how to thank you. Perhaps, if I defeat Sin, that will be my thanks to you. That's what I'll do. Yes. I will challenge Sin. I will defeat Sin. If you are all there watching this, then I guess Sin is already gone. And so am I. I suppose. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Sir Orin, I thank you. Kimari, do you remember the first day we met? I was only 7. My father had defeated Sin, and all Bavel was celebrating. Everyone was saying what a hero my father was. I was so happy. But when night came, it occurred to me. My father had defeated Sin, and now he was dead. Now, I was all alone. I couldn't sleep. So I wandered into the town, away from the celebrating crowds. I stood on the bridge in Bavel, where my father and I had parted. Standing there, alone, I could see the fields where he had fought Sin. Then, you appeared, Kamari. You said you were looking for the daughter of Braska, remember? At first, I was so scared. Until I realized what a gentle person you are. You weren't used to talking to children. When I told you that I was Braska's daughter, you said you would take me as far from Bavel as you could. That it was the wish of a man facing death. I think I cried then, because that was when I knew my father was dead, and I would never see him again. You just held me, without saying a word. I cried after we got to Besaid, too. When you tried to go, after leaving me in the care of the temple, I held on to you crying, "Don't go, don't go." And you listened, Kimari. You stayed. Kimari, thank you. Thank you so much. And I've always liked your broken horn. Waka, Lulu. I'll never forget my days spent with you, growing up in Besaid. We always played together, us and Chapu. That's why I was always so happy, I think. And when you refused to let me become a summoner, and I did it anyway, I'm sorry. I've always wanted to apologize. You know, when you tried to stop me then, really, I was happy. I could tell you really cared about me. You were like my big brother and sister. No, I think you really were my big brother and sister. What else? I love watching you play blitzball, Waka. I even love it when you scold me, Lulu. Really. I guess that leaves the newest guardian. Star player of the Xanarkand Ames. You are. I am. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that we met. We haven't even known each other that long, but it's funny. So this is what it feels like. It's a much more wonderful feeling than anything I had ever imagined. Wonderful. but it hurts sometimes. I wonder. I just want to say thank you for everything. Maybe that's why it hurts. When I think about us never being together again at all. I'm afraid. No, I shouldn't say that. I'll do that.
I'm sorry about that if you guys heard it. My hand actually hit the mic. This is what she was doing. This is what she was doing in the Mihian when you walked up on her. So Riku never actually got a part because you know you weren't with Riku then. So now you can continue on. That's like her farewell thing because you know the whole death thing. So it's kind of weird. This is the other half. So now we're descending down the mountain again. And now we're about to get another very famous cutscene from the beginning of the game that's about to come up. This, I think this is what made a lot of people fall in love with the game and probably question what in the world is going on. I gotta say, guys, this has been an incredible journey because this is the last area of the main line of the storyline. So like I say, now after you beat the last boss of this area, this is Anakin. After you beat the last part of this, you get to literally do all the post-game stuff before you actually beat the game. So there's a lot of things you can do, like side missions, side dungeons. There is one side dungeon I can show you that is really good to level up in to start off when you're getting ready to fight those monster arena monsters. And let's see, let's run into this cutscene. I'll show you eventually when it pops up, but yeah. When you get back on the airship, because you will after you beat the last boss of this area, which can be a doozy. This is that famous scene.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance. Hey, there was more, right? I mean, like that time. Anyone?
I think...
Yes?
I think that we should stop. Maybe. For now.
This is one of my favorite tracks of the entire game. Maybe all that weapons been stuck in the ground like that kind of subconsciously made me choose my main team. I don't know. Walker's ball, Yuna's rod, Titus's sword. So again, I can't equip Titus's Brotherhood because there's nothing besides Ochu that appears in this next section that will have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Yuna into the party because I don't need to capture anything right now because screw that. What I'm going to do is, like I say again, this is one of my favorite chapters. This is one of my favorite soundtracks in the game. I just love it. You notice he did play this when we fought Sin on the Mi'ihen, and he started chasing after him. You heard all of that. Really cool. Excuse me. We can fight this thing, but I'm not, because who cares about this thing? Like I say, it's no use of fighting them. Money is no object, because if I really need it, I'm going to make a lot of it once I get to the optional dungeon. Get another fortune sphere, so if you do want to use that luck sphere you got, it won't be you can use it, but right now, you have so many not luck spheres. It don't really work, not expensive. You only have 2 fortune spheres at this point, and you can't get any more until you unlock a certain monster, the monster arena. So it's kind of stupid. I don't know why it does this, but once you get past that little horizon, that little ridge part, you'll go into the next area. I put Yuna in because I want to show the next part. So
it's like the fog plane.
Close enough.
now I will show you something that I didn't realize I had. So you keep running right there. So you do have that. I don't care about this dark. In fact, I'll show you another way of killing this dark flame. So what you want to do is, I will just switch out Titus for this just to make this quicker. You haven't seen zombie attack. So what do? It only takes MP. So it only takes 10 MP. You inflict zombie. This thing isn't cursed to it. So what you want to do from there is cast life on it. That will instantly kill it. It is not immune to anything, not like Ever Altana was. You can use if you want to, you can use a, what do you call it? You can use a Phoenix down on it. So don't hesitate at all. If you need to kill that, if you need to use whatever you need to kill it, if it gives you a problem. That's what I did the first time I got to this part. Just, it really was a doozy. So just keep going. This is that O2 I was telling you about, but if I do attack it with this water strike weapon, all it'll do is just give it more HP. That's what the plus means. It'll give it more. Spiritual charge. I think it has MP stroll on it. Yeah, I figured that will sell for some okay money. And this is what happens. That thing does have another attack that hits your entire party, so be careful that it has another attack. It upgraded when it turned gold. For anybody my Dragon Ball fans, you probably figure I'm gonna allude to. It turned into Golden Frieza. Just keep it simple. It's a Golden Airman now. Frieza must have taught it how to do that. So now my music ends. My cool music ends. I'm not happy about that. So in here is when I'll show off the new Aeon Yojimbo. The reason I want to show it off there, those enemies can't destroy him, because if I'll show you, Yojimbo has no MP at all. He has not a single bit of MP. He can't do anything about it. As you can see, his strength is much higher than Bahamut, but he can't do anything about it because he can't break damage limit unless Arn has a celestial weapon equipped. But if you look at his evasion, he can evade. If it's a dodgeable attack, he probably will dodge it. He has some pretty decent magic defense, so he is pretty cool. If I'm not mistaken, if you go in there, you can do attributes. You can increase his MP. I can increase it by 100, but he can't use it because if you go to abilities, he's grayed out. You cannot teach your Jimbo abilities. He only has the same 4 attacks, and if I do show this, I know I keep jumping in and out of here. He does not have an overdrive attack. That special attack Zamato is very special. That attack will kill anything in the game, no matter what it is, whether it's a boss, whether it's a normal enemy, it will die.
Journeyer of the long road, name yourself.
I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the island of Besaid.
Your eyes, my dear, show me the long road you have traveled. Very good. You have journeyed well. Lady Yunalesca will surely welcome your arrival. Go to her now and bring your guardians with you. Go.
Yes.
So now this music comes. So again, he can really do a lot of damage. So Zamato is a very rare attack. It can kill anything. So if you want to kill something real fast and you can get him to do it, there is a trick that you're able to do.
Benefit the future of Spira, I will gladly give my life.
I'm not able to do. I don't know it that well because I just learned it. But there is a glitch to do it in the game.
And rid Spira of sin.
What was that?
Our predecessors.
Excuse me.
She said Lady Jokun, didn't she? Wait, she guarded High Summoner Jokun?
This dome is filled with fireflies. It's like one gigantic sphere. People's thoughts remain here forever.
So that does happen. I can show them off in this dome because they're all in here is a bunch of zombie enemies and mechs. Like this mech here, this thing is something you might want to fight. I will say, if you can fight this thing, if you can armor break it and all of that, it can drop it's a rare drop, I think, but it can drop your level 3 key sphere. It can drop you a lot of level 4s too. This is the enemies I'll show it against. So we'll do our usual, and everybody guards, take the time. I'll summon your Jimbo now. Yeah, so you guys can see what this monster, this beast can do. Only summon him against certain enemies because there are enemies that mech can wreck him because it has an attack called Haymaker that he can't dodge and it will do a ton of damage to him. There's a dog girl.
Please clear us a path.
Now, since I paid him so much money to start out, see, he starts off by using this attack. I paid him so much money, just look at how cool this attack is. This is the instant kill attack. Kills everything instantly. Nothing will survive that attack. Now he did that off his very first time. That's a special attack. His overdrive meter only makes it to where it'll give him a higher probability of using it, but it's no guarantee. That is not his overdrive. People say it is, it's not. I will show off how to kill this thing because Orin does not, Orin is the only person that can armor break now because Titus hasn't got the skill. I didn't know you could put darkness on this thing. Well, go figure. And that's not enough to overkill it. I think you need max damage to overkill him. So he doesn't give that much. Level 2 key spheres. Overkilling it gives you a much rarer chance, a much better chance of getting that that level 3 key sphere. Go up there, you get that 10,000 gil, but you have not seen everything that. So I can summon your Jimbo again, and I'm going to show you exactly what this monster is capable of and how much he dodges. But I will explain, since he came out and just didn't attack like that, when you give him 3 times as much what he asked for, that boosts the relationship that you have with him a lot. So you can get him to do a certain auto attacks when he comes out, and you don't have to pay him. The more you pay him and the more you use him, the better your relationship comes. So he'll come out and just do this, and he'll come out and just kill everything. So if you grind for the money, if you get the money, he's well worth it. I used to grind in this area a lot, and I mean a lot, because these enemies can't give out a good decent amount of AP. So you can do it in here, and you can really learn some abilities. I could tell you by now, by the time I left this, Yuna and Titus knew all of each other's magic. They knew all of the magic that they both possessed. Titus had about 400 MP. Yuna had about 500, and she had about 6,000 HP. Titus had about. How much did she have? She had about 6,000 HP. Walker had about 7,000, I believe. We had a ton of stuff going on. Like I say, I really won't fight these things too much because there's no point. I'm not gonna do too much off-screen grinding right now because I've grinded enough. I told you that grinding that really happened. Speaking of grinding, which there's a trick that one of my big brothers, Puff Daddy Slim, told me about. If you grind, there is a grinding technique that he told me that is really good. For guys, girls, whoever's watching, if you got that special friend, that lady friend, the lady friend or the girls who got that special guy friend, you know they're not doing much, you can have a good conversation with them, call them, get on the phone with them, and just let them talk. You'll never know how much that'll help you if you just let them talk. They literally talk, you've been grinded so much, and I've done this many times, got on the phone with a girl and just let her talk, and before you know it, I've grinded so much it's not even funny. He did it because he's a ladies' man and girls seem to love him. It's always been him. So now, you see, he didn't attack when he came out. So now, what I typically do is I only pay him 100. Whatever you pay him, he'll decide what to do. If he uses Wazasashi, you're in good company. So he hit all 3 of them. As your relationship goes up, he'll hit. Sometimes it only hits 1. If your relationship is higher, it'll hit all 3 enemies, or to hit him in whoever he aims at, it'll hit that line. I'll say. So it's like a fix. It's like fixed. So that's a good thing if he's hitting all 3 enemies. Bet you can't take a guess who this is.
Mother, no! I don't want you to become a fave!
There is no other way. Use me and defeat sin. Only then will the people accept you.
I don't care about them! I need you, Mother! No one else!
I don't have much time left.
Hey, wasn't that...
Seymour?
Yes, that was Seymour. So now you understand a big portion of why he acted like such a jerk. He didn't want his mother to become a fake. So you're probably wondering, where's his mother? What did she become? That will be revealed when I actually go back to show you how to get some of the other Aeons. There's a friend sphere. You do want that? That is always a good thing. It will let you move to another sphere. It will move to another part of the sphere grid while you have it. These mechs are just like the ones on the. Let's check out how much AP they give out. So since you have that, like I say, they're really slow. Nothing they can do. They are really slow. They are stronger, so they're probably gonna give more AP. They still have the same weakness to fire and water. Walker can kill these things with no problem. You can overkill them if you have the ability. So like Titus is doing all max damage to them. You do get a trophy for doing that max damage. So they give out 12,000. So imagine how much. And they do give out some really good money. So you can always go back and get your Jimbo. I do not recommend that because there will be a surprise in there waiting for you. If you go to it incorrectly, you still will be able to get them without having to deal with that surprise. But you just don't want to have that terror in your son. You're gonna have that terror in there. Well, if you go down here to this little portion, there's a chest down here. You open that up, you get a level 3 key sphere. So, I can use this on Lulu, but I don't really care to because I could show off double cast on another thing, so I don't really have to worry about it. I can't show that ability off. These enemies do give out less AP because they don't have, it's not all mechs and it is humans. So it will give out less, and be careful when those soldiers shoot you with their gun. They will they will put zombie on you. So if you see here,
Hey, Braska, you don't have to do this.
Thank you for your concern.
Fine, I said my piece.
Well, I haven't. Lord Braska, let us go back. I don't want to see you die.
You knew this was to happen, my friend.
Yes, but I cannot accept it.
Oren, I am honored that you care for me so. But I have come to kill grief itself. I will defeat sin and lift the veil of sorrow covering Spira. Please understand, Oren.
so that was some more of the past. So everything is kind of coming full circle. So when you go through here, you are done with all the battling parts, so you don't have to really worry about that. There are a few chests, and no, there aren't any more random encounters. There's another Lux Sphere, and really you can get, I know where to get more of those too. If you need to increase luck, that we do get those from Monster Arena monsters.
Are the trials ahead?
Probably.
Here too, huh? Give me a break.
You have one last Cloister Trials.
I was expecting, you know, parades and fireworks.
You can ask for them after I defeat sin.
So to let you know, in here, this is a very long, I might be able to do this. I got about 27 minutes left of time, so I probably could do this one in that time frame. To let you know, you cannot, whatever you do, you cannot get the destruction sphere item this time. Please beware. You don't have to worry about it. Like I say, don't worry about getting it here. You can't. You're always gonna have to come back and get it. So just complete the task that here. So this is where it's gonna get a little tricky. So you press that little square that you're standing on. It'll automatically do it on its own, and stuff comes up. So when you want to do that, the floor is going to activate. So what you want to do is the little white spots on the floor. That's how you light stuff up. So if you touch that, it'll tell you which ones to light up. So I know to hit that one. I know to hit this one. Once that goes through, it'll reset on the screen. So once that happens, you're gonna have to start doing this again. So what we're gonna do is, now what you want to do is, I think you just push these middle in it. So with this thing, you can run over here, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take one of these spheres, take it out, the lights go out, big whoop. Well, actually I will keep these in for now. You have 4 different parts of this. Well, 6, but those 2 are the last part. So what you're gonna do is, The middle that are across from each other, don't worry about it. So what you want to do is push that in. So this is from Macalania. So what you want to do is that will put, when you push those in, you run into the next room. And you're going to run over here. Whatever you do, do not ever touch the ones that look like white squares. That will automatically reset it. So you want to touch all the ones that you see. So that would mean, I'm going to look at that again because I see the two over here. I see the one down there. This can be a little tricky because you have to remember everything. So bam, touch that, and bam, you want to touch this. Bam, you want to touch this one. You want to touch this one. And you want to touch this one. And there's one more on the left side. If you do have a problem, just run across these. It will make it really easy. Bam, touch that. That should be the one that you need. Once you know, it'll go to the screen. It'll go staticky like that. You want to operate this, so that's how you're going to keep doing this. You're going to keep hitting the squares, rinse and repeat. You're just going to keep doing these. I don't typically know how the order goes. That looks like... Honestly, I don't know which symbol that is. I'm really terrible. That might be Bavel. Honestly, I couldn't say. So, I might already... Actually, I didn't even mess up. So what you want to do, as what I've probably figured, is you can probably hit the red. See this white square? Never hit these. If you see those, it will automatically reset if you, even if you hit the wrong ones, period. So, like I say, always hit it. So there is a lot. So generally you're gonna hit some of the same ones. You're gonna hit that one. Hit this one. This one is the longest. It's probably the most tedious one. But I still will deal with this one before I have to deal with the one in Bavel, because I really hate that one. I hit the wrong one. So if you hit the wrong one, that will happen. So not just any of the white ones. The white ones are automatically never in, so you don't ever have to worry about touching those. You can kind of see them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I want to touch that one. There's another one through there, and I think it's right here. The only one I need now is I need to be able to figure out which one I don't have. So I got all of those, and I need to touch two more. I need to touch 3 more of them. So this is what I want to do. So I want to run around here. You want to touch that one. The next one from this is one of those white squares, so be careful. Nope, not the right one. So mess that up. This can take a long time, so even if I might be recording a whole nother part of this, because this can get tricky. It all depends. Like I said, this can get really... It's not as long as I probably think it is, because I know I can make stuff seem like it's like really super long. This is also, if you notice, these also are like a song. So if you hear like the tones, these are really like a song. You'll hear it towards the end when I tell you. So I need one more, and the only one I need left is the one on the left side. That's the only one I need. So be careful which one you hit. Bam. It's probably best to do this with the lights on. So this one's going to be a little tricky because that long piece is probably my favorite. Let's see, where is that long piece? It's a longer piece here like you saw before. So what we're going to do again, these top 2 are probably going to be in all of them. The top 2 you can see. Oh, it's over there on the left. So what you want to do is, I think I remember this one. I have a pretty good memory. My mom always says I have a memory like a steel trap. So do that. And then we're going to hit this. Oh, I'm going back. I've already kind of forgot because this one does get hard. So I need 3 more of these. So I want to hit this one. I want to hit that one. I want to hit that one. This long piece over here is one of my favorites. I like that. I love that tone. So you only have 1 more, so it looks like I got plenty of time. So what you're trying to do is just light up all of these squares. I might even be able to fight the boss of this area, because it looks like I'm going to have time to do that too. I'm actually moving a lot faster in this game than I've ever done before, because I used to always have an irritation of this part, and it would take me forever to do it, because I was like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. That's Killica for sure. But I guess since you guys are watching, the world is watching, and plus I've been really getting into these Let's Plays, you guys have been a big help. I mean, man. So, this shouldn't be too hard. So, let's do that again. So, now I know which ones I gotta use. Like I told you, the top parts will probably always be in this. So, I need that one. So, do I need this one? Yep, I do need that one. I need that one. And there's one more I need down here. Let's see, which one was that last one? I think it's the one at the bottom. I think it's this part here. So, now with that being done, now it's about to, now it's on. Now that you've done all of that, you don't have to worry about this anymore. You're done with those parts completely. So now you take these spheres. You don't have to do any more of those musical things. So you have to take out the Killica sphere first. Well, of course this is Killica. I thought the red one was Killica, but I guess not. This is all the other temples you're doing, literally. Once you put the sphere there, it should back up on its own. Take that off. So as you can tell, it's about to get serious because now it's dark. So bam, you hit this here. There will be a save sphere that enters because you are going to definitely need this. So once those go, there you go, music. So what did happen is, you did have 1,000 years ago, Zanarkand was a dream city. So yeah, it was an actual city, it was real, but Sin actually did destroy it. And when they started to dream over time, there were, from what that was said, it sounded like there were multiple dreams of the faith. So Titus and Titus and Ject are just some of them. So we're gonna run through here, and now it is time for a boss fight. So this is a Spectral Keeper. This thing can be a problem for some people. So you do have a trigger command. The first thing I would always do is your strongest defensive person, keep them in spot. So I will show you why. So you want to move them here. Move 2 people behind them, and I'll show you why, because this does get really tricky. I'm not going to really switch too many people into this battle because this battle gets hard, it gets annoying. Watch this. He has 52,000 HP. When you swipe at him, he will counterattack, and he always counterattacks with the most power. He always counterattacks everybody in front of him. So what you want to do is you always want to make sure you don't do that. I don't know if you can power break him. Yeah, he's immune to it. So when you hit him, he'll always counterattack what's in front of him. So you always want only one person in front of him. With Berserk Tail, you have to be careful because that causes Berserk like it just did. So like now, bam, now he's gonna kill him because, well no, he's not gonna kill him because Titus can't get hit. So what you want to do is Mega Potion like normal. One of the best things to do for this battle, if you really need to, is call Aeons out and just overdrive the crap out of this thing, because he, like I say, he can be hard to deal with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cause haste to go on us. So since he's causing Berserk on us, we need to be careful, because now he's about to kill Titus, and that's not going to be a good thing. Well, he missed, so that's always great. So what I'm going to do is Remedy. That was the only thing, because they don't have separate items to get rid of Berserk in this game. Yeah, it's really hard because I was having a hard time with the camera angle. So now that you heal that, Waka can heal Titus, because that Berserk Tail can cause major problems when you're attacking it randomly and you can't do what you want to. This thing can do a lot of different other, it can do a few other attacks, but that's about the biggest it goes. It has another attack it can do, and it can kill your Aeons with it, so I wouldn't recommend using them too much in this battle. This is a good reason why you want to have a lot of Mega Potions, because the way this battle works, it can get really annoying. You see he has no elemental weaknesses, but he does have high defense. And as you can see, he is doing a crap ton of damage. So what I'm going to do is call Yuna in and see if I can get a protect going on everybody. So what she's going to do first is cause haste on herself. Well, since she can't cause regular haste because she only has one haste. Right here, Glyph Mine. Wherever you see it glowing, you want to move your character away from that spot because it will be a problem. So I would say that. So what he can do, so what Titus can do is, since he has the special ability to use, remember those light curtains from a long time ago? I can use those still. I can put protect on it. I can also still do that again, and now I can put protect on all of my people. That's probably the best thing I'll say do, because this thing can get annoying and he hits really hard. So cause protect and let Waka use a X potion. He can use that on Titus. Now see how much damage that doesn't do? And this thing is hard. It can get mentally draining because it takes so long to kill this thing. So same thing for Yuna. Cause protect on herself. So that way we're not getting hit like crazy. That almost always inflicts Berserk on you, so it is a few times it won't. But I wouldn't take the risk of it. So you see those balls 3 and 1, that's what the Glyph Mines will happen. So since nobody's over it, it won't do anything to us. It only hurts you if there is an explosion, so be careful. They can cause a lot of damage, so like I say, be really careful. You just want to keep pounding at this thing until it dies, because the hard thing about this is it keeps attacking you physically. Even if you hit it magic, it has magic counter, so it can be dangerous. But that's why I go with the triangle approach, so that way you don't have this problem. I'll keep using Mega Potions as much as I need to, because we're going to kill this thing. I'll normally get strong so I can make this battle faster, because the battle after him, the final boss of this area, we're talking about the final boss of the mainstream of the game. Like I told you, it can be ridiculous. I'm going to show you what Kiraga does. You cannot hit this thing with zombie attack. I'm not sure what it's subjectable to. So now that Waka is in place, I have to move Waka out of that spot. No matter what, that thing can turn, so be very careful. It can turn. So I'll move him out the way. Watch this. So now that you missed, it will turn around on its turn, but that is a good time to do. Move everybody and then just start wailing on it. Berserk Tails is probably his best way of turning. But see, Yuna did not, what happened is, oh, time for you to die. I'm actually not going to use his, I'm going to save it. We're going to try elemental reels again. Let's try this again, boys. Ah, messed it up again. But he still kicks it. So when you don't mess it up fully, he kicks it. So I did kill it. Overkilling it isn't a thing. It really doesn't matter. I am glad I was able to fit this boss battle in, because that really could be annoying. Once you kill that thing, this does activate a lift so that comes up, and it will take you into the lower hall.
Yuna, we're here.
This does get crazy, like I told you. This is
the final summoning.
That's where we're headed.
Go.
Yes.
I think, like I said, I think that thing is literally there just to give out some more AP.
What do you mean, no final Aeon?
Sir Orin! Everyone!
So now that you're down there, you can save it here. So I am running out of time, and I am glad I was able to get that boss battle in. So this is we're literally getting to the end of this thing here. So I'm gonna end it here. This is James, the whole effing show, signing off. As I always say again, I love you guys. This is great. We're getting through a lot. And I probably still got at least 10 more videos to come out, because that's probably gonna be about how long it's gonna be to get this everything out at once. So I'm signing off, and I'll be back soon for another video. Check you guys later.